We all want fairness and equality there.
We are here until a fair deal is reached. We're on legal strike. When anything changes, we will be here and we'll let you know. But as far as we know, it's legal strike and it's solidarity until the end.
Whether it's postal workers, flight attendants, you have a constitutional right to strike. And that's why you are my heroes.
We have the right to be here. We're going to fight right until the time that you get a collective agreement that you deserve and that is fair. Absolutely.
Hi everyone, Gina McKay here, President of CUPE Manitoba. I'm here in Brandon on Treaty 2 territory to join the Brandon area locals, their families and community to take part in the Brandon Santa Claus Parade. So we're here, right behind me is the Brandon Local 737 school bus. So I'm going to show you a little tour of our holiday bus. Come with me. Okay, so here we are walking on. And you can give a wave. This is Jamie Rose, President of CUPE Local 737. Thanks for decorating the Christmas bus. Here we are on the CUPE Holiday Bus. Happy holidays, everyone.
We want respect. We want a fair contract. That's what my members want. We'll work because we work. What do we want? A fair deal now. 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 And we'll get this contract done and then we can get back to work.
Yeah.
So I know that's what everybody wants. You want to get back to work?
Hi everyone, Gina McKay here, President of CUPE Manitoba. We are here at the A.D. Penner Park in Steinbach, Manitoba in Treaty 1 territory. CUPE Manitoba is here, our South Central Area VP, Teresa is here.
Happy School Support Workers Week!
The Canadian Union of Public Employees also raised concerns with the health minister recently about staffing levels at personal care homes.
The residents aren't getting the care that they should be receiving. You know, it's very rushed.
Margaret Schroeder said care homes are understaffed, which takes a toll on workers' health.
So they're leaving work in a much more exhaustive state, as well as it does take a toll emotionally on them as they are trying to give the best care that they can to the residents.
CUPE sent a February 4th letter to the health minister saying its leaders strongly recommend the province should require a minimum of 4.1 hours of care daily for each resident, rather than the current 3.8 hours. The lack of staffing during the pandemic led to catastrophic failures, especially in private long-term care homes where CUPE members worked tirelessly under impossible conditions, CUPE wrote in the letter. The national standard is 4.1 daily hours of care, and the Manitoba government has previously stated 4.1 hours was its goal. May Quinto is a CUPE local president and a healthcare aide at a personal care home. She says when there's understaffing, residents at the home suffer if staff are not able to provide the necessary quality of care.
It's very frustrating because your commitment to them is to make sure that they maintain their dignity. It's impossible to provide it if you are burnt out or if you are overworked.
The CUPE executive's letter to the health minister calls for the requirement of 4.1 hours of direct care per day to be phased in over 3 years to allow time to recruit and train staff. Vera Lynn Cubanek, CBC News, Winnipeg.
CUPE has been a phenomenal partner to our government. So I want to thank your leaders. You've got locals, you've got your presidents.
We're going to come back.
Good morning, everyone. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that we are gathered here on Treaty 1 territory, the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, the Cree, the Ojibwe, Dakota, and Dene people, and on the homeland of the Red River Métis Nation. Thank you for joining us for today's announcement. It's my pleasure to welcome the Honorable Uzoma Asagwara, Manitoba's Minister of Health, Seniors, and Long-Term Care, to deliver today's remarks.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Gina. Good morning, everyone. Thousands of Manitobans rely on home care with over 16,000 daily visits in Winnipeg alone. It's the service that supports Manitobans to stay in their homes with dignity and independence, and it's the peace of mind that so many families count on. For far too long, the system has been unpredictable, and today we are showing that change in home care is happening. By strengthening home care, we're making sure that people can rely on timely, consistent support at home, and workers have the respect and the resources they need to deliver that care. I want to be upfront with Manitobans. There was a change that happened earlier this year. The WRHA centralized home care scheduling with the intentions of improving those services. And that transition did not go the way that it should have. Too many families saw disruptions that caused frustrations and uncertainty, and for that, I sincerely apologize. We've taken steps to correct those problems, and I want to thank Gina, and I want to thank everyone at CUPE for working with our government to implement a strategy, a team, to come together, listen to the workers on the front lines who deliver this care, and do the work of actually fixing these long-standing challenges that were exacerbated by centralization.
Thank you, Gina, and thank you, Minister, for having us at the Manitoba Legislature today to mark a really significant day in the home care workers of Manitoba. Tomorrow, on October 1st, home care workers will receive the benefits and pension other healthcare workers receive. This is a massive improvement to the lives of home care workers and a significant tool for the retention and recruitment of staff. These are gains that CUPE Local 204 has been fighting for since our inception. Under the previous government, progress was slow, decision makers were obstructing progress, and staff felt disrespected. It took a willing partner and this minister to get this job done.
I'd like to wish all of our healthcare support workers happy on holidays.
Hey CUPE Manitoba, this is Ashley, the VP, and Summer, the co-chair of the Racialized Workers Committee. We are here today at the Canadian Museum of Human Rights for the Kwentay Kulay Stories in Color event, hosted by the Philippine Historical Society, and we are launching CUPE Manitoba's new activity. Let's go check it out!
Public sector workers help make Manitoba a great place to live. We take care of kids and help them learn and grow in schools and childcare centres. We care for the parks and streets in our cities and towns, and look after our libraries. We help Manitobans in hospitals, clinics, care homes, and through home care. We help our government, schools, and universities run smoothly. CUPE Manitoba is our province's largest union, and we are proud to represent public sector workers. We work for Manitoba. We work for you. When we have workers protected, cared fairly, respected, then we have services that are echoed and that we can support more families here in Manitoba. And so these workers demand a fair wage, they demand respect, and they need safety provisions. And that's what a collective agreement brings.
Gina McKay here, president of CUPE Manitoba. I'm here today in an orange shirt, sharing my solidarity and support for Truth and Reconciliation Day on Tuesday, September 30th.
The union representing workers at the Millennium Library in Winnipeg is calling for more safety measures after the death of a 40-year-old man last Wednesday. Now, the library stayed closed until Saturday. Gord Delbridge is with us live on CBC. Gord is the president of CUPE Local 500. Good morning.
Good morning, and thanks for having me this morning.
Thanks for being with us. You're considering taking legal action against the city. What would turn the page and do that?
We need to make sure that the members that are working at Millennium Library, their rights are being protected. And we are consulting with legal. When these type of incidents happen time and time again, this is very traumatic, and this is a health and safety issue. And nobody should have to be reporting to work in an environment where they're in a traumatic incidents are happening on a day-to-day basis. That's got to stop.
Thank you. And first off, I just want to say I want to thank the leadership from Minister Fontaine and Minister Weed for putting forward this initiative. It's very important that Winnipeggers need to see this space open. The members of CUPE that provide services at Millennium Library are very happy to hear that this is taking place. And this is going to be better for Winnipeggers. This is going to be better for our community. And I can't thank them enough for taking this initiative, the leadership that they've shown, and recognizing the need for this to take place. So thank you.
Gina McKay here, president of CUPE Manitoba. I'm here at the Manitoba Legislature today for the throne speech, which is the Manitoba government's blueprint for the next year for Manitobans.
Keep smiling.